This tequila here is my brother. Sorry, obviously he loved tequila, but my friend
Yeah.
who brought this for me,
Yeah.
was out. It was my the most recent birthday, and it's kind of a sad story, but the last thing him and my brother had a conversation about was going to get tequila together, and so he bought me this bottle.
So this particular bottle is your birthday one?
This is the one we had when we shot at my brother's grave in the cemetery with my family. So that's a sentimental one that we're drinking here.
Oh my God, I have like chills.
So
This is a
we
very
as a
special
family
bottle.
we all went and drank.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a celebrational thing. So
Yeah.
you see, I never actually liked tequila, but now I drink it all the
Yes.
time.
100%.
There's just something that
Yeah.
special about it to me now. So
I feel honoured that I'm having a shot, even
yeah,
though I know I'm going to hate it. I feel very honoured to
honestly,
be having one from this
I
bottle.
appreciate that so much. So
I don't think I've done tequila since, the Duke of York. Have you been there?
I have been there,
I
but
used
it's
to
been a long
work
time.
there.
You used to work there?
Very briefly. I think I was like, was I 20?
Oh, wow.
Was I 19? I don't know.
What are you now? If you don't mind me asking. Some people find that question.
No, I'm kidding. 33.
33.
I'm 33.
Oh, there you go.
I know. So it's been a long time, but that's a very special.
Yeah. It's very special.
God.
It's a privilege you sharing it with me. Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you for coming on.
No, thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God.
Let's do it.
So is it, did you lick and then salt and then...
So you lick your...
You get it wet.
Yeah,
and
lick
then
it first, put salt on there.
Yeah, I only had Himalayan pink salt. Is that okay?
It's amazing. That's the best kind of salt we want to absorb. So
perfect. We're health queens.
We're health queens, and that's the best tequila we can have. All right.
Oh my God. I knew you were going to like bring tequila, but I didn't realize it was like...
I didn't want to tell you.
It was the tequila.
It was the tequila.
So,
oh
my God.
Yeah.
Oh
All right,
my
so
God.
let's
Okay.
If you want to lick.
Oh my God, I feel like... And
then just tip it on there. Oh, fuck.
That's right. No, you're good. Yep. Okay.
I'm not very good at this. Oh, fuck. It's really salty. It's all right, let's spread it out.
There you go.
Yeah. Bless.
Okay.
So limes last.
Yep.
Salt first.
Yep.
Tequila second. I should have done that really chronologically, but anyway.
Salt, tequila,
lime. All right.
The stolen limes that we just stole from my neighbours.
Yes. Yeah. Don't tell them that.
My criminals. Okay.
My criminals.
All right, we'll do cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers and cheers.
All right.
Okay.
Lime.
Oh. It was a pit. Oh.
Delicious.
Oh, shit. Oh. Okay.
How's that?
Do you know what? The actual taste was fine.
It was fine?
You know when you have like a shitty... Oh, hang on. It's still like...
It burns. It lingers. Like...
I feel like, like the MD hits.
Yeah.
That's actually just got like that fucking...
Sudden.
I mean, what? Although Mum's dead though. She's not going to hear that now.
She ain't going to hear.
She won't. Oh, no. The actual taste is nice. It's not got that like shitty tequila taste.
No.
But it has like a punch.
It's a punch.
Of like a wave.
A real punch. It's a wave. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, I actually like, even though no, it's a good one.
Yeah? You could get back into it now?
Maybe I could do that.
You can get back into it.
My friend Casey likes tequila, and that brand she'll be
very happy. You can go and party with Casey now.
I didn't even need a chaser. That's like...
No, you were like sitting there. You didn't even get the lime. You were just like, I'm experiencing this right now.
It actually felt like that, like...
And you're like, frozen.
like a dizzy...
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's a really good tequila.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Holy hell. Okay.
We can have another one later. Or
next. Well, I did get 2 limes just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah, or two slithers each.
Just to break it up.
See how... Oh my God, this... I feel like I'm like, I don't know, like in Mexico. Just
Mexico,
like in my robe.
Mexico, yeah.
Oh my God. No, that is so special.
Yeah.
I've got goosebumps.
You got goosebumps?
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was a special one. We actually had the same one put into his coffin.
Oh my...
So it was, a special one.
Yeah.
We all did it. as a family and signed it, shot,
Yeah.
put it there. He'd love it. He'd be partying down there. Like,
Did you say down there?
yeah. He's,
He went down.
you know, I can just see him like, oh,
Yeah.
fucking, this is boring.
Oh my God.
But yeah, now it's with us still. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That is so special.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If I always turn down tequila shots when I
Yeah.
go out, but if I ever see that one, I'll say yes and I'll do it for you
Say
and
yes
your
to
brother.
this one. No, I appreciate
100%.
that. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. Now is a thing for me. So
Yeah.
and for us as a family. So
Yeah. Oh.
you see, I'm like gin, wine. That's my
Yeah.
thing.
I'm like a lychee martini.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm like,
Something sweet.
Yeah, something easy, something digestible. But this, I'm like, I was
Yeah.
always like to my brother, like,
Hmm.
what the fuck is wrong
You're
with you? I was like,
Yeah.
we're not even related. I'm like, but now, I get it.
Yeah.
And he always say it's got probiotics in there.
On
It's
top
good
of
for
it.
you. Like, you can drink it straight. Like,
Do you know, I did wonder before you came over, because I was like getting this ready and like I
Yeah.
chose shot glasses. I'm like, I wonder if you're someone who like has it in like a crystal glass and you sip it, but I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'll do a shot with you.
Never.
Which, do you know, I
Never.
probably maybe could have with that, but
You could, yeah.
maybe. It wasn't as I thought it was
No,
gonna be.
see, tequila is either you shot it or you mix it, like spicy margarita, something like that, or
Yeah.
pineapple juice. It tastes good.
Yum.
So many ways. Just,
Oh my God.
yeah,
Maybe I'll become a tequila drinker for you guys.
Thank you. I love that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So like, actually, I'll touch on how we met.
Yes.
I reckon because you work with my lovely friend Eric, who's also been on the pod.
Eric.
Oh,
I'm wearing the same nightgown.
I know. I thought you would like that. Haven't watched it since either, so it's
Hasn't?
it's got
He's told me.
Yeah.
Dead.
He's
yeah.
But I came to see him at Caliber, and you worked together. And I think my mom had only died. Was it a month before? I feel like it was
only
pretty recently.
Yeah, it was a month.
And I just came in like blaring my bloody sob story. And then obviously you shared your story with me. I think we spoke for like 45 minutes in Caliber, just trauma dumping on each other.
It was like a day that was sort of meant to happen, I think.
Yeah.
I was feeling heavy that day. And I think, I've obviously seen you guys before. I've met you and Jesse and seen you around. Always admired your cool presence and style.
Oh my God.
And I just overheard you mention something about your mum.
Yeah.
My heart sort of dropped when I heard that.
Yeah.
And it kind of triggered something within me. And I just had to share my story with you. And I think it was heartfelt to be able to exchange
100%
that kind of vulnerable sort of side to a stranger who I really know, and like just let it out and know that this person's feeling and on the same journey. It's not a common thing that happens, and it sort of just happened in a moment that needed to happen. And I think hearing it from you and your story was inspiring for me to project further and be a little bit more confident. And what you're doing with everything is just incredible.
Oh, thank you.
So it was a surreal moment to a degree.
It was. We were absolutely meant to cross paths in that way that day.
Yeah.
Because it's like, people don't really talk.
No.
I know I'm obviously like very different to most, but I always feel better talking and sharing. And even though that no one can say anything that's actually going to bring them back or change it, but like just being able to just talk, you always just feel better. I find. But oh my God, your story broke my fucking heart.
No, it's not an easy one to digest, and it's
no, like obviously like my mom was my best friend, but I'm like I cannot imagine like a twin.
It's like hard, and everyone obviously has different experiences, and I think it's tough for every death. It's a horrible thing. You wish no one would have to go through it, because the pain isn't, you can't even calculate.
No, I could have never guessed.
No,
I knew it would suck. I knew it would be hard. I could never have.
No, you just can't. And it's something that plays in our minds as individuals every day, that unfortunately one day we're all going to face it. That's the realism.
100%.
And I think when we get to the point where it actually happens, And I think obviously happening to my brother at such a young age, it was just, he didn't even get to, live his life. And
Yeah.
it plays with me every day.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just sort of, it's a struggle to even imagine what was going through their head in the times of, yeah, it's a tough one to go into, but
I get it.
it's not easy.
No.
And yeah.
Because, I mean, twins, you're both so
You can
young
almost
for...
feel it.
Yeah.
And I think with the morning, I think when it was 2 a.m. and I was in bed, and I got a call from his fiance at 2 a.m. and I was probably stressed out the night before, and I think I spoke to him probably a week prior.
Yeah.
And 2 a.m. I got a call. She's crying, gasping. My heart sinks. She says he's in hospital.
Yeah.
She didn't even tell me why. She just said on the phone, we've got each other.
Yeah.
My head was spinning. I'm half asleep, and my girlfriend at the time woke up and what's going on?
Yeah.
I was,
because it was unexpected.
shaking. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We got up 2 a.m. and sped to hospital. I think I was speeding there. I was just crazy.
You go in a daze in these moments.
Yeah, you're just not thinking. You go into this whole peripheral mode where you just sort of like, fuck everything else. I'm just need to go where I need to go, and get to the hospital, and we're going to the ICU, and just the sight of seeing him in such a position. Oh, like things all over his arm, needles, unconscious, in a coma. It was just, I can't even comprehend. I don't even know how to explain it. And it's you can almost feel the pain.
Seeing like your loved one,
your best friend, the person that you entered into the world with, and thought you'd finish the world with, just sort of there, not knowing what's going to happen, just wanting to speak to him, and seeing him there, just not knowing what's going on. You just God,
I literally have chills.
It's a tough one to talk about, and I think that the whole, it's not something I really obviously share too much of the cause of what happened, out of the respect of
course
him, and so, and it's without trying to say too much on that aspect. It was the toughest week of my life. Going through there, seeing and not knowing what the outcome is going to be. And it was mortifying. Never want anyone to go through that. And you're not yourself. No one is themselves. Your family are trying to stay strong. No one knows who to be. No one knows what to feel. No one knows how to react.
And every single person is doing the best they can with how they're coping with it. And it's
hard one to touch on. Just going back there now, thinking about it, it's not easy.
I know. Like, I'm listening to you, but I've also got this like image now of mum as well in the hospital and hooked up to everything, and like just it's always there. It's really just seeing anyone that you love. It's fucked.
Easy.
It's fucked. And it's, before something like this has happened to you, you could have no idea.
No.
And I honestly feel like we've lost an innocence that we weren't even aware that we had. And it's like we're in this life 2.0, because while you say it was the toughest week of your life, and it was the same for me with mum, but you don't just get to get through it and go back to how you were.
No.
Like, we are two completely different people.
Correct.
You never just go back to this happy-go-lucky fucking
Absolutely.
person that you were.
Yeah.
And it's always with you. And it's...
You change.
Yeah.
And everyone, is sort of worried to the aspect of what's going to be the outcome of you as well. And hearing your story, it breaks my heart. It really, really breaks my heart. And it would have been a privilege to meet your mother, and she sounded like such a beautiful soul. And I can't even bring words together to to say. And it's like one of those things with death. It's like, what do you say? It's like a lot of people don't know what to say in a scenario. People don't know what to do for you. Like some people get uncomfortable. Some people are, more than happy to be there and show their support. But you really, there's just nothing to really put it into words. It's just a mess of emotion, really. Yeah, honestly,
100%.
Yeah.
And there is nothing anyone can do. Like, the best thing that, like, even before you got here today, leave was over.
Yeah.
We're just doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, he watched me, like, clean my house and helped him pack orders. And it's just, honestly, company. Company
100%.
with the right people, that it's not draining and it's not hard. Like, that is the best thing.
Oh, it really is.
Or people just doing something for you, like sending you something, whether it's like an Uber Eats gift voucher, just doing something.
Yeah.
But if they ask you what do you need, you're like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you don't know.
I fucking know.
And I don't know if you feel the same, Sam, but I almost feel like guilty for wanting people to come, like asking for people to come and help me or support me or, being there.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm sort of like an introvert to a degree. Not fully. Ambivert, I think, is the word.
Yeah.
But I'm like, almost there's a part of me where it's like I feel like a burden sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I just, when people are around me, it's sort of like, I don't want to be this sad.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Person. I want to be someone that they're enjoying being around. And that's just me by nature. And it's always been me. And it's sort of like, I sort of try and, I suppose we would try and set the example that we have to be strong and courageous or stoic or whatever you want to call it to make the others around you. You must start thinking, and I got told this a lot during the whole process, is I was thinking too much about other people. And
this is the time to do what you need.
Yeah.
And be how you need to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I definitely have days where I've not gone to things because I'm just like, I don't have it in me to be fake good.
Yeah.
Or I'm really lucky, like with my friendship group, if it's a bad day, like we'll alter it. Like I think I was meant to have drinks at the Kindish for something one day.
Yeah.
And instead I like 4 of my friends come here and like on the bed, we had champagne in here and I was like in my pajamas, I hadn't showered and I was happy by the end of it. It was good to see them. But it's they're the best. But it's just, I think accepting like you're not who you were.
Yeah.
We're not going to be okay for a very long time.
No, we're not.
And I think I know what you mean about the feeling guilty thing because initially I had no guilt. Like my mom's just died. Like fucking everyone help me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's when it gets a few months on.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of this before I experienced grief. Like my friend's ex had lost his mum and I would give him a card on his birthday and on the mum's birthday and the mum's anniversary and I would think about him on these significant dates. I now realize it's every day and it is every hour of every day.
It is.
And I find we'll probably touch on your birthday soon, but I find the big dates almost easier because everyone is thinking of you and I'll check on you and it's this and that. It's Tuesday in the supermarket when I see the fucking chocolate digestive biscuits. I'm like, it's all it's a little moment.
The little things.
Yeah. And I'm not braced for the little moments. Whereas, because, oh my God, my mom, fucking bitch, she died right before Christmas. And then immediately after was her birthday. And I was like,
it's too much. That's a lot.
Like, but I was like Merry fucking Christmas.
Not easy.
And I'm sure, my mom was terminal, but I didn't think this was the time she was going because she'd always bounced back and she was so strong. And like you said, that week in hospital with you not knowing which way it was going to go, you know it could be the worst, but you're positive and they're going to pull through.
100%.
And when they don't, and then you sit there and you're like, oh, this really just happened.
Yeah.
Because I sometimes I get a lot of messages on Instagram and someone replied to something, but the last thing they replied to was my announcement that Mum was going into hospice. And I clicked on it and I reread my own words and I was like, oh, you had no idea what was coming for you. Like, you poor little girl. I was like, I went into hospice thinking we still had weeks or months or... Because people can be in hospice for 2 months.
Yeah, they can.
7 days.
Yeah. Oh,
and I'm just looking at it being like, you couldn't have told me in 6 days I'm walking out that hospice and she's dead. It's just... It's so just...
So it was a huge shock.
Yeah.
So...
100%. Because, we got scans saying that things had gotten better and I know they can't promise, but we got told we had Christmas.
Yeah.
And so we were thinking, because every 3 months she gets scanned and it would always be bigger or worse. And we're always like, will we make it to the next scan? But this scan, things were good. Things had reduced. She was still terminal, but essentially we weren't worried about the next 3 months. But on the flip side, because Jesse is super positive, he's like, at least we weren't in those 3 months anxious. We were actually living a bit more normally.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
But yeah, it's just like, what do you mean?
So when was it announced? Was it sort of they had
with the scans?
A notice? Did they give you notice of how long?
No, we were just living thinking it was all good, and then she just kind of got really weak one day, went into hospital, and then just didn't come home. So it wasn't like, hey, actually we got it wrong. No, I know. And yeah, Instagram stories, when I see because obviously I post all my life.
Yeah.
Like the emergency, I'm like looking at it being like, I didn't think we weren't coming home.
No.
She was in hospital for 3 weeks and then hospice for 1 week and then gone. And I'm just like, but if you went through my Instagram story history, we've been into hospital like 3 times a year.
Yeah.
She always came home. And it's just because the scans were good. I was like, no, we'll be good, we're good.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mom, I'll be fine.
Oh my God. And it's hitting me because it was very similar for me.
Yeah.
We had a lot of optimism surrounding him, and the nurses and doctors come in and they'd sit us down and say there's been some positive response.
Yeah.
He's feeling some nerves, he's reacting to pain, and there was a lot of positive and sort of got our hopes up, and we even got this huge card written out for him. We were just with notes saying, we'll see you soon. So good to have you back. From everyone. We had all this manifestation of positive, and I can't look at that card again. It's like the other day when you say you see these little things as well, but it's like I saw this card just sitting there in my room, and that triggered me. It's just even like seeing a movie and they're going to a funeral, and I know. I was just sitting there with my partner at the time, and I just sort of broke down. Well, it's just you're not expecting it. So those little things that you go through just triggers, and you're not
24/7
prepared.
Yeah.
You could be having a somewhat good day, I know.
And
then
I know. So
song in the supermarket, like you said,
and it gets you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was having coffee with my friend Hannah at UR Cafe down the road literally yesterday. I'm fine. Absolutely fine. That's where also Mum and I went, but I've gotten used to going there without her now, and it's not as triggering.
Yeah.
We went to go across the road, and the cars were coming. My mum had a disabled arm by the end of it, so it kind of hung.
Oh, wow.
And so, I'll grab your arm to demonstrate, but, pretend your arm's dead, right?
Okay.
You can't lift it up, right? I would hold, if you, loosen that, I would hold my mum's arm like this, and I would help across the road. And I just grabbed Hannah to take her across the road, and I did that. Bawled.
It's those...
all I did was I picked up her arm in a familiar way, because I used to, every time with Mum, because if Mum fell, she only had one arm, so she couldn't. So I was always just there.
You're always that kind of...
Yeah. So I grabbed her arm to pull her, and I was like, oh, and tears streamed. It was like I went from 0 to 100.
Yeah, it's... And
I was just like...
Those little things.
I know.
Trigger you.
So I was fine.
Yeah.
And obviously, your brother was your best friend.
Yeah.
I've had people pass, but no one that I'm in even weekly communication with.
Yeah.
So to have it be my mum, where it's like, if I see a dress for Europe, I'm like, oh.
Yeah. You
Send it to
think
her
everything for
normally.
them.
Yeah.
And I get that. It's like, yeah, I think my brother's someone I'd message every day, like about, and as a twin, you have these humor
Mm-hmm.
things and these things that you understand that no one else ever will. And
Yeah.
it's like you, a situation that happens that you want to share, or that you could just say something and they'd laugh and no one would get it.
Yeah.
It was like a language we had that
100%.
you just, it's like a lingo, and it just was
Yeah.
only the only person that you'd ever get it. And I'm sure it's like your mum
Yeah.
as well. It's like there's always a dynamic that you always have that's
Yeah.
special,
100%.
and you always share that bond. And it's unfortunately it's disappeared, and it's you pulled it out of you.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore,
Yeah.
and you're in denial for a while. And I think,
I still feel like I am
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
I'll be in the depths of despair, but then there's also moments where I'm just like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And it feels unbelievable. And the more people I connect with, obviously, like,
mm,
it feels like there's not that many of us because, again,
yeah.
it's not really spoken about, but there are. And it's like, how is everyone just walking around?
I know.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, you're like kind of this detached thing.
Yeah.
Everything's grey, and you're like looking at everyone. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
And like you said before, we just spoke about, because your birthday was it a month ago?
Yeah, it was March 18th. So yeah, wasn't easy.
And you're a twin,
It
so
was
it's,
twin. Yeah, identical twin. So we were like when I talk about my brother in
yeah,
terms of how, well, we both came in as well together, and we were both the same person,
yeah,
but very different at
yeah,
the same time. And we both had our individual looks.
yeah,
I think growing up as a twin, you always get compared.
yes,
You always get like, who's the evil one? Who's the good one? Can you
yeah,
read each other's minds if you feel pain? Can you? It's not all of that kind of
yeah,
bullshit that people say, but it's like there's this kind of intuitive energy that you share. Um, and as individuals, we really wanted to be different. And I think he was someone that was a lot more reserved
yeah,
and, a lot more introverted than I was. And he was quiet, but he was hilarious.
yeah,
He was the funniest guy I knew. Well, he could make me laugh like just like that by just a
yeah,
certain face he would pull. Um, he had a different kind of appearance. Like he loved his tattoos and grunge clothes,
yeah,
and like he was a bit of like a rock star looking dude, tough
yeah.
exterior, but inside he was like a soft like a teddy bear.
That's where they always are. Like
Yeah,
the most like
always.
tattooed, toughest
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
people are like big
yeah.
teddy bears.
And on the subject of tattoos, well, going into it, I
Did you
remember,
book in?
no, not yet, but
Okay.
when you came in and we first met
Yeah,
properly,
yeah,
we were talking about tattoos and how I've never really found any reason to actually get
yeah.
a tattoo.
Now
As
you
much as
do.
my siblings, both my siblings, they have
Hmm.
tattoos. And now I feel I have the best possible reason to get some. And
Absolutely.
your idea has stuck with me.
Yeah,
You said that get a whole variation of his tattoos
hmm,
and kind of get that story on you
yeah,
rather than just like something that's his name or something. It's
yeah,
far more sentimental, and that's stuck with me, and
yeah.
that's something I'm going to do. So
I'm so
props to
excited.
that.
Yay. I think it's such a good idea.
Yeah, I love it, and because I
Yeah,
actually loved his tattoos. He has like a wolf and like a dragon. It's like
yeah.
really cool.
It's going to mean so
It's
much.
I'm gonna just carry that with me. It's like
Yeah.
a part of him on me that I'm gonna carry,
Chills.
and
Yeah,
it's just I can't wait to get it done. But I've got a few ideas. Like I have a cousin who's my tattoo artist who's gonna put some work together,
yeah,
and a friend who did his tattoos that will do. So I think it'd
yeah.
be sentimental
It's going to be so
if his
special.
tattoo artist was
Yeah,
doing me. But yeah, going back to who he was as a person, he had a big heart, and he wanted the best for everyone around him, and he just wanted everyone to be close together, and he just really, you know, had an importance for people having a friendship. And
yeah.
the irony of this death is it has brought so many of our close ones back together.
That's,
It's unfortunate that he's not here to see it,
yeah,
but there's family and friends that haven't seen each other in years who would
yeah,
come into the ICU and be there, and just wishing he could see that
yeah.
would have really
It's
made
very
us.
bittersweet.
It's very
And it's,
bittersweet.
like you said, it's beautiful. It's happened, and like
Yeah.
thank God. But it's sad it took this for it to happen.
Yeah.
And that he can't see
It's
it.
frustrating at the same time, but also like, yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, I remember talking it through his eulogy
Yeah,
at the funeral. Oh, that was a very tough thing.
I couldn't.
You
I
couldn't do
didn't.
it?
Jesse
No.
did it for me. Like,
Oh,
how the
wow.
fuck did you go?
Amazing. Props to Jesse. That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
I wanted to, and I practiced that morning, and
Yeah.
I had written some things down, and I was all good. And then the minute I was there, I was like, I'm at my mum's funeral.
Yeah. It
Like,
just hits you.
and I couldn't even get the
You
first.
can get it out.
No.
It's the
Oh my God,
hardest.
both of us is like, oh God. Yeah. How did you go?
I'm surprised
Yeah.
I held up.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone can do it. It's literally the toughest thing because you're literally you're standing there, you're reminding yourself about everything about their life,
Yeah.
and you're just missing them as you say it.
And it's also re-hitting you that like I'm
it's-
doing this because they're gone.
And the worst thing about it was, and it was what I said at the start, was when he passed, it was a week before his engagement party. And he actually asked me to be his best man. And I was so excited to just give him shit on his wedding day and write the best speech anyone could write. And instead, I'm there writing his eulogy. And it fucking broke my heart that you're there talking of his death rather than his marriage. It was,
like you said,
it
so
was
much
surreal,
life
but
to
like,
live.
I was like, is this a fucking movie right now? This is real?
I feel like that all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm above looking down, watching me like with Mum's fundraiser. And I know I'm doing so many great things with what's happened. And I'm just like,
yeah, it's
like, it's a joke.
It's a joke.
Yeah. It's so surreal.
Yeah. You just can't.
Well done for being able to do that because
it wasn't easy.
No.
I'm surprised I 10 minutes stood up there. I just needed to honor him.
Yeah.
He was me. He was a part of me, and I just wanted people to know who he was.
Yeah.
And the beautiful side of him that people never got to know.
Yeah.
And just even, the part of his giving nature, he was an organ donor, right? I'm not. I'm like, don't touch me. I was like, I'm a little bit more like, off, don't touch me. Leave me together.
Yeah.
But a beautiful story was he was, and as hard as that process is, when they come in there and they're like, can we touch the eyes? Can we touch the heart? Can we touch? It's just so confronting. You're just like, fuck. No, what? You just do not.
No.
You just want to vomit. But the beauty out of that is he saved 3 lives. And it was it was a father who had 2 daughters.
Oh, fuck off. That's
a
beautiful.
Single father, and they all wrote letters out to me and the family.
Yeah.
And his fiance. And
maybe we should be all.
Yeah, and it was those little things that inspired me to, be that giving, have that giving aspect. As much as I've got it, but just to be that little bit more.
And when you see like literally the recipients and you actually understand, like obviously it helps people, but like it's huge.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
And if he knew all of this right now, it's just I don't even know how to discuss Laos.
Yeah.
But and then obviously I had my birthday come around. Sorry, I'm going in tangents.
No, it's all right. I did the same. Yeah.
And it was hard.
Yeah.
It was not easy. It's a day that we're used to celebrating together, always.
Well, when we were stealing the limes around the corner, I was saying to you, like, I've had to celebrate Mum's without her, for her.
Yeah.
My fucking birthday is next month. And of course, I'm thinking about how I'm going to do that without her. But like I said to you, I'm like, it's the same fucking birthday for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just like this person's not here to celebrate me. It was theirs, and I'm not. It's yours is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, obviously that for yourself, it's going to be so hard.
Oh, yeah.
Your mum being there on your birthday is just, fuck, I'm sure they did everything they could to make you.
Do you know what you'll love though? You know how before you said like feeling fucking siren, shut up. Ambulance trigger.
Triggered.
Triggered.
You understand?
No, I think I went on a tangent as well. I was saying earlier how I find it harder a few months in because you still need so much help and support. But a lot of people forget or don't realize that if they haven't experienced grief themselves, like this is going to be us for years. But the Airbnb in Rome, where I'm having my birthday, they were like, if you have any requests, let us know. And obviously they probably just mean like champagne or wine or chocolate, whatever. My mum always made me vanilla cupcakes with sprinkles. And my last birthday, I remember saying to Jessie, like, I didn't think it was necessarily, you wonder, but I didn't,
Yeah.
And Jessie was like, don't worry, like, I'll always make them for you. Like, you're never not going to get your cupcakes. And I was like, he'll make them in honor of mum for me. But we're away. Beautiful. And I was like, fuck, like, we're not at home to make me the cupcakes. I asked the Airbnb. I was like, so I just said it's my first birthday without my mum. She's dead.
Just throw on them like that.
Yeah, and I was just like, is there any chance you could buy me some vanilla cupcakes with sprinkles? And they were like, absolute. Like, I told them why. And so there'll be 2 cupcakes.
So they actually, that's amazing.
Yeah. Like, fuck it. Ask for it.
Ask for it, yeah.
If someone, like, if you ask me for anything, I'll do whatever you need.
I know you would.
And I know that, like, I would do that for somebody in my situation. So, like,
likewise,
fuck it.
Yeah.
If there is something that you can think of, fucking ask.
100%. You got to, You don't.
Yeah.
And I love that. I
was like, can I have these cupcakes? And so she said there's like an American bakery like near where it's in Rome. They're going to get them. Wow. But yeah, it's like
I love that. That's incredible.
Me too.
It's
like,
just amazing.
It feels very special. I'm grateful that they're going to do that.
Where is this? Where is it?
This is in Rome.
In Rome. Wow.
In Rome.
It's gonna be fun.
I know.
Because your birthday's in 2 months, is it?
Yeah, I think. Close 26th of June.
26th of June.
Yeah. So I'll be in Rome for that.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
I know everyone's obviously grief is different, but I do think yours is worse in this situation. Like it's not just it is. Do you know what I mean? I think yours is worse. You can win this one with me.
No, I don't. No,
it is.
I've never liked to
I know.
competition with that kind of thing.
But you win.
I think.
Because it's having not the same. And like you said, you want to celebrate for them.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what's the alternative?
Absolutely. I mean, you can't. Like every year, it's going to be a reminder that I shared this. It's people. People would ask me questions like, "What's it like being a twin?" I don't know. What's it like being an only child or just an individual sibling? Like
it's all you know.
It's all we know. It's our identity. Like we don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
It's almost it's like being born again.
Yeah.
Really. That's what this birthday felt like to me.
Yeah.
In a weird way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just not having him there for the first time was it was fucked. It was just like
fucked.
I usually message my brother, happy birthday, dickhead. Or just something like we just play around. Like we had this great day together and just it's a memory every year that's special.
Yeah.
And you have all your friends together and family together and it's just like it's not that anymore.
Yeah.
And God bless all my friends and family for, they just all rocked up to my house, like gifts and just so much love and just all wanted to be there for me. And, I was so grateful, but it also made me feel like more heavy.
I know.
Because it's just like, it's just,
It's two feelings at once all the time.
It's a very bittersweet thing because you're getting all this love from people and, you just sort of I felt guilt because he's not there.
Yeah.
Do I celebrate? Do I enjoy myself? Because, he's not here.
I know.
And it's also my birthday and it's the one day of the year where you're meant to be celebrating you and
Yeah.
having fun, and without him there, it's just like
Yeah.
it almost feels like guilty. You feel guilt
I
for
know.
not for you're just confused.
I'm sure your brother was like my mum, because when I have those moments, I know, I know she wants me to like have the best time and like live for her.
Absolutely.
And she would be like, "Buck up, get a champagne, get your tequila shot." Like, you,
100%.
like, you know, he would call you a dickhead.
Yeah, he would
Probably.
He would.
And he would just be like, "No, go fucking like,
Yeah.
you know, because
Don't party.
yes,
It's like your mum. Like, go party.
she
go
would.
have fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's why, like, in Rome, and weirdly bigger than my birthday, don't cry, bitch, is my business turns 10 4 days later. And I'm just like, she helped me start it. And I'm like, 10 years is huge. I think it's actually more than my birthday. Oh.
You're doing so well. You're doing so well.
So are you.
Hold in there. Just
It's
remember
fast.
for your mum.
Exactly.
She's still there with you. You know?
I know.
She's still there.
Oh, you'll love what I'm doing.
And I think that is I suppose a motivation to get to where your mother helped start.
100%. And I wish she was there so badly for it. But I was like, what can I do that brings mum into the celebration? And obviously, as you know, champagne is our thing.
Yeah.
And I'm in Paris. So I've got a day trip to actual Champagne region.
That. Yes. I'm going there next year.
Oh, I'll give you all the pointers.
Please give me all the...
I will. Just watch my story. I'll post 19 times a day.
Yeah, I know.
And
it's great.
How am I? Just go check my story.
Yeah.
I've got lunch at Runa, which is Mum and I's, like, that's our like top shelf, real celebratory bottle. Yeah. So we only ever had that like once or twice a year. So I got lunch at Runa, and that feels like I'm bringing her into it. And that's so beautiful, and it's the best. Like, come on, I'm going to Reno and Champagne. Like, this is the best way to celebrate it. But then I'm also like, having to find a way to bring them into it because they're not here. Like you said, there's all this happy feeling, and then there's this completely alongside of it. It's like a heavy weight.
Yeah.
It's just like, and that's what life is at the moment for us. It's not. It sounds really pessimistic.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything is going to be 100% joyful for us.
It's not.
Because any good thing, I wanted to share it with her.
Of course.
Any achievement, fuck, I can't tell her.
No.
Fuck, she's not here to see it.
No.
I can't imagine ever not wishing to see whatever good thing happens to me.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, it's...
Yeah.
So deflating.
It really is.
And I'm determined to live a good life for her. That's what she wanted for me.
That's right.
And for the things that she missed out on.
Right.
And I'm going to do so fucking well and make her proud. But then...
You really are.
So
You're
are you.
So well.
We both are. But then it's just so sad that we're even...
I know. We have to be that way.
Yeah.
You have to just have that mindset. And it's almost push forward.
Yep.
On the topic of you going to... I'm just going to... Next year, I have to stop there for your mum. And have that champagne. I have to.
Yes.
You're doing this with me now.
Well, I was going to say, I'll go do tequila shit for you.
Return for you. Right? And your mum.
Yep. Send me a pic with you.
I will.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And on the topic of, what we have, adjusted to and what we've become with how we need to approach life. And we just, you really, it is what it is, unfortunately. It's like, how do we navigate forward? Yeah. How do we do that? Like, there's no handbook for it.
No, and also everyone is so different.
Everyone's
as well.
Experience is unique.
Yeah.
Very unique. And... fuck. Yeah, it's...
Yeah. I have a drafted post for tomorrow. It's Mum's 5 months tomorrow since going. And I always sort of do a bit of a reflection, and I've got it drafted. And I was like, everything in my life, except for Mum being gone, is the best it's ever been. Yeah. And I was just like, it feels so fucked that it's like, if she was here, everything would be perfect, right?
Yeah.
But then I kind of go on to say, like, would I appreciate the things I do? had she not been terminal, like your perspective on life when someone you love is gone. Yeah. And it's like, would I appreciate life and would I have such a zest for it? And would I prioritize and would I push as hard as I am if I didn't have this perspective shift?
Lots of questions we ask ourselves.
Yeah. I have the best friends. And it wasn't just her dying, it was her being terminal that also changed my perspective on life. And would I have been as, what's the word? Not like intent. I know what the word is. Would I have been as, I feel like intentional is the word, but I'm not really sure.
Intentional? Okay.
I'm very particular with who was in my life and who are good people and are they good for me? Would I have done that if mum wasn't sick? Because I feel like I built the perfect support network ready for this without even meaning to.
It just sort of happened.
Yeah.
Subconsciously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's all these things that I'm like, my work balance, I used to work like 70 hours a week and just,
wow.
all I wanted was like money and Chanel and all these things. And then mum being sick was another thing of like time with people is the most important thing.
100%.
And I went from my measure of success being, I bought a Chanel bag to, I finished work at 11 and I had a day out with my friends, or I went to this thing with mum. And I'm like, we wouldn't be who we are without these things. And I think we're better people.
Yeah.
Sucks that it took this to be this way.
Yeah, it definitely, like, I can relate to that. Like, your whole perspective on life and what you value and the importance of things just shifts massively. Like,
and
you just...
things don't bother me like they used to because I'm like, that's stupid and that's good.
As rough as it is, it builds resilience, and that's...
We're so strong.
It does. We are. Keep us the medal. But,
I know.
Like, we it builds resilience.
Yeah.
And it's part of, it is life.
Yeah.
There's some traumatic stories that I hear, and for us to be in one of those stories is just...
I know.
It's tough that we're going through it, but I feel like, these things do happen for a weird reason.
Yeah.
And the people in your life that come into it, they happen for a reason.
100%.
And the support that you need to have and you need to provide and the experiences that you share, it just helps you feel a bit more comfort.
Yeah.
And that familiarity is just crucial for people like us in times like these. And our stories are like such as yourself that you're sharing. People need to hear that. And when you've told me about this whole podcast, I was hands down.
And I'm so excited you're on.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. It just was, a no-brainer for me. I just wanted to be here and share my story and discuss it openly, and hopefully, in some way it helps someone.
100%.
And what you're doing with it is just beautiful.
Thank you.
And I just want to see it flourish. So
thank you.
You've got my full super fan support.
And you know what? It's friendships like this, like us, we wouldn't have connected.
No.
Probably like there'll be no. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like
it's weird. It's trauma
bonding.
Yeah, trauma bonding.
And it's sad. We're all sad, but the people I've met through this are so beautiful and so kind, and like you also understand.
Yeah.
Like and that's the biggest feedback I've got is, we're lucky we've met each other. We're having these conversations, but a whole bunch of people on my Instagram are maybe like single mums and they're busy with their kids and they've lost their mom or their person, their husband even, and they don't have that people that get it. Because my friends that haven't experienced loss are still amazing and doing their best. But when you speak to someone who knows, it's a whole different conversation. And you feel seen, you feel heard, you feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. Because there's some days I'm like, am I nuts? Because I'm still fucking posting 3 sad quotes a day and it's been 5 months. Like, am I, but then you get everyone replying like, no, I feel this too. And thank you for sharing because now I don't feel as crazy. And it's like, okay, it's just feeling seen. Yeah. And it's.
Absolutely. It helps.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a way of processing things. Everyone deals with things differently. And, I'm all for people who, whatever they need.
Yeah.
And we should all support.
Yeah.
It's not, people shouldn't tell you how you should grieve.
There is no.
Don't tell me how I should feel and how I shouldn't. Everyone's got their own way of processing things. Everyone's unique.
Yeah.
don't try and cater me and try
Yeah,
like, um
100%.
don't know if you've experienced anyone like that or encountered anything like that, but
Hmm.
there and often they're people who haven't experienced
Yes.
it.
And I
Yeah.
try to, I've had this, that's why I was like smoking. I've had a few.
Yeah.
I try to think, are they coming from a place where they don't get it and they've just heard the line from the movie
Oh yeah.
and they think that's
They
what you're
think
meant to say? Like, oh, she lived a
the
good
whole
life. I
wedding.
was like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like they'll just say these,
Oh, shut up. It's the worst, mate.
just shut up. I know.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the IT Crowd?
No. What's that?
Oh, long story short, it's a great British,
I love. Is it a
just,
British TV show?
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I
send you
love
a
it
link
in
after.
British TV shows. Yeah.
So there's this awkward guy, they work in IT, so they're kind of like nerdy,
Okay.
and they go to a funeral, and it's a, I haven't really been to many funerals. Like maybe it's a British thing where like so like in our case it would be us, and then everyone comes by and like pays their respects to us. Like everyone says something as they're walking past, and so it's like, what do I do? What do I say? I don't know what to do. And his friend goes, just say, I'm sorry for your loss, and then move on.
Yeah.
And so the guy goes, I'm sorry for your loss, move on.
Oh my god.
And it's like,
So rough.
yeah, but I try and be like, are they trying to be a cunt, or
Yeah.
do they just think that's what you're meant to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually
They're
it's,
just. They're
I
not.
know.
Some people are very uncomfortable with it. Some people are so awkward.
Yeah,
Like it's just they just don't know
no.
how to say anything.
Or
That I want to give you space. Like some friends you expect that they just don't reach out, or friends that do
yeah.
that you don't expect reach out. It's just like it's
I was about to
weird.
say,
Yeah.
I've had friends, I never want to say like I've lost, but have dropped off during this time. And I've had people, like you just said, that you would never expect come in. And it's like there've been people that I've connected with that we might have like known each other lightly, but they've become a really big support for me now. And I kind of just feel like, yeah, it's people you expect to be there that aren't, and people you don't expect to be there that are. So I'm kind of just letting my friendship circle just, what's the word, like not like readjust, but just it'll be
I
people
know
that
what
you
you're
don't
saying.
expect.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's,
You've kind of seen the authenticity
yes.
and just seeing what's coming out of the experience itself.
And it hurts when it's people you thought would be there.
Oh, it hurts. Yeah.
Oh, that's another whole episode in itself.
Yeah.
But I kind of just take it as I'm grateful to know where they should stand. Because sometimes we hold people at a certain level in our lives thinking that they hold us the same, and then you realize that they don't.
Absolutely.
And so it stings and it sucks. But I'm also very like, okay, cool, good to know. I won't pour my energy and love into you, and I will put it into the ones that do deserve it.
Absolutely.
I was going to say before as well, like let's just say my mum was healthy and she didn't die. I would just be working 70 hours a week, shopping, whinging about my fucking friend fight. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just like,
those things.
yeah, I do appreciate who I am now.
Yeah.
I'd rather be an ignorant bitch, but it's fine.
It was far funner.
I know. Oh, I miss it.
I know.
I miss it.
It's tough, and it was funny how you say you haven't been to many funerals. It's sadly in my life been to more funerals than weddings. It's like this.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This past year of 3. And my poor father. This is a weird chilling thing. Is like, well, we got my brother buried in the same cemetery as my uncle.
Yeah.
He was the eldest brother. He shared the same middle name as my brother, Lawrence.
Yeah.
We've got them buried next to each other. He unfortunately passed on. So for my father to have his son pass on, and obviously eldest brother, and see that too, and recently he had his best friend commit suicide.
Oh my
Just
god.
traumatic.
Yeah.
So there's so many funerals.
It's your dad's best friend.
Dad's best friend. There was just so much trauma for him, but to see him be so stoic and strong through this process is so inspiring to me. And I just think of those scenarios and think of what he's gone through, and I think they're sort of reasons that help me go through life.
100%.
It's just things you've got to look up to. You've got to find a hero in people.
Yeah.
I think that's a great way of how I navigate.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've got your people too, or your inspirations. I think that sometimes having a hero figure in our lives is an importance to kind of push through, whether they're here or not.
Oh.
some of their values, because I feel I know what your answer would be. Sorry to say, but
Yeah.
it's it's taking those values from people, instilling them inside you, and
Yes.
hoping that.
I don't know what the quote was. Someone who lost their mum messaged me and said that when her mum was in hospice dying, she said to her mum, I can't do this without you. I can't live without you, like blah, blah, blah. And her mum said to her, if you can't live without me, I haven't done my job as a mum right. And I was like, oh, like that. It's almost like the kick up the bum. I know it's okay to be sad. Like I know like that, but it's like, okay, like I can do this and I will do this and I will be great and I'll do all these things. And like the biggest disservice to my mum would be if I not like crumbled, but if I didn't, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, well, what's the alternative? Like,
Yeah. What is it?
you're so strong. I have no choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's carrying on their legacy, and it's like mum would hate to see me like wallowing, not getting out of bed. Like, you know, she.
Yeah, no one wants to see that. See, deep down she wants you to carry on with your life and
100%.
soldier through. You've got it.
And I try and do things that celebrate her when I am feeling low, rather than like. I'm sure you understand as well. Like, you've got to sit in the grief, but almost not for too long. But you can't avoid it.
Yeah.
Like you should sit with it a bit, but you've also got to like right, let's go get a champers for mum, or I don't know, just do something she would have liked. Or we go and sit at her bench that looks at the torrents, and it's you got to do something.
Those little things, and it helps you like appreciate life as well.
Absolutely.
It's a good reminder, and I think what you do there with those simple little things are just so beautiful, and as hard as they are, needs to be done.
And it really is the simple things.
It really is.
That make my life better.
Yeah.
That daily gratitudes I've started for the last month.
I've seen you post that. It's beautiful.
It's really helpful.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, bad things are also like kind of funny sometimes. Like if I'm posting like, oh fuck, I've broken this, I've dropped this, whatever.
It's fun.
But I'm not gonna
have balance.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like I wasn't then also posting like big happy moments,
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be like, just had a good chat with my friend Lee on the phone.
Yeah.
Whereas when I sit there at the end of the day and I put in all these little things, like there's like 15 things sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like all these little things actually add up. Even though, yes, I've been sad about mum and I've cried, like having it all laid out, I'm like, okay, a lot of good things happened today that I might not have like really.
That's a great idea. No, I actually didn't think about that. Like just positive affirmations to just kind of like balance out the negative,
Because I've never been a journaler.
No.
I mean, my Instagram's almost like a journal.
Yeah, which is good. It's a digital journal. It's like, it is great.
I'm going to buy you a gratitude book. I've got your address from your Call Me Daddy order now.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to send you a book.
Oh, I love that.
Because,
so
it honestly, it does help. Yeah. I never thought that shit. I was like, whatever.
It's lovely. I even, my brother's fiance, for my birthday, she gave me like a book, which was a journal, which on the front page it says messages to my brother. So I have this sort of like thing set up at home where it's like, all things I had of him, like pictures of us and our handprint together, and I had a bracelet with a lock of his hair, and it just feels like a spiritual area to me.
Yeah.
And I just write these things to him and put it next to him, sort of just to kind of like feel like I'm telling him the things that I needed to tell him.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's those little things
beautiful.
that you're sharing together in your day that you can kind of like write to them.
Yeah.
I
love that.
I had this creepy thing going back to my birthday the other day that I forgot to share.
Mm-hmm.
I have like these candles on the back wall. So obviously with all my brother's belongings and our photos, and they're like these electronic candles, like these black ones that you click. You have to literally click them to turn them on. And the night after my birthday, after all my friends had come around, a friend of mine had a photo of us framed, and I put it on there. And I'm a very skeptical person. I'm like, oh,
Same.
this stupid shit.
I've had some shit
This,
happen, but
yeah,
I'm the same as you.
this shit is just like whatever. I'm like, I don't really
Yeah.
believe it until I see it.
Yeah.
And then the next morning I wake up, one of the candles clicked and moved behind the photo,
Yeah.
turned on,
Yeah.
and it freaked me the fuck out. I was
Yeah.
like, what? And I
Yeah.
asked my housemates, I was like, did you guys use the candle? Like, they're like, no, we hadn't even been in the lounge room since you left.
Yeah.
It was literally moved, clicked, and behind the
Wow.
photo
Yeah.
the day after our birthday.
That
And
is.
the candle is
No, I've had little things like
yeah.
that you're just like, there's just no way.
No.
Like, there is no way.
You're skeptical of it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa.
Yeah. I don't write to Mum, but I've got her thirst trap photo she printed for her funeral. It's up in my lash room. And she used to be involved in my business a lot and like knew all my clients and got all the gossip. And I'll be like with a client, I'm like, did you hear that bitch? Like, or like, yeah. And then when I do my online shopping, that Jesse, he knows a bit about it.
Yeah.
But when I get things in past him, and I'm like with my friends and like, if he's out, like, right, we can unwrap all my packages and we can look at my new dresses and stuff. But I'll do it in the lash room. And I'll be like, Mom, like, look, like it's me talking to a fucking picture on the wall.
Yeah.
But it's, there's been a few things where I'm like, no, there's no way that was a coincidence.
No, it's just sort of like.
Yeah, but I'm super
haunting.
skeptical too. It's.
Yeah. We like, you know, I'm not, I'm very like, oh, it's all crap.
Yeah.
But like when things like that happen, it's creepy. But also beautiful. You know?
100%.
Like, is he there or you know, hearing things and you know?
And I always think even if it's like not real and it's a coincidence, it makes you feel connected. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm like, this could be not it, but I'm like, I'll take it. Like, that's fine. Like, yeah.
Oh, 100%. It's no, it's a real thing. You just can't, you know. But yeah, I think we should have another shot.
I was gonna say, should we end on a shot?
Should we end on a shot?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do that.
Oh my God. Oh,
right.
my hips. How old are you?
I'm 29.
I was gonna say, you're a little bit younger than me.
So next year I'm 30. So we're gonna have a big 30th for my brother.
Yeah.
He loved the show Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
So he wants
I reckon you'll like IT crowd and shit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you guys better come to my 30th.
Yes,
all
absolutely.
Right? It's gonna be a good time.
That's gonna be a big one.
Yeah. Everyone will be there, you know. Eric will be there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It'll be such a good time.
Like, Eric, this is my friend now.
Yeah. Love that.
Oh my God.
All right.
All right. All right. I'm just gonna try and do it this way this time.
Yeah.
I actually can't get over
how easy this is. Yeah. It's actually.
Your brother had good taste.
Yeah, it is.
All right. That's a line for you.
That's a line for me.
All right. Cheers.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Salt first.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I'm so proud of you. Well done.
I did better than I thought.
I'm so proud
of you.
Oh,
no, there it is.
Oh, there it is. It's a slow burner.
Normally tequila for me, it's the taste that's a thing. This is just like a...
This is a burn.
It's like a roller coaster when it drops. It's
It goes up and then...
We need to go out. We need to get some drinks with Eric and we'll trauma dump in the corner of the bar. Seriously.
Some tequila. I'm going away to Bali on Sunday next week.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, friends? Or...
Yeah, 10 of us. So, let's get away.
That would be sick. How long for?
They're pulling me away. They're like, you need a holiday.
Yeah.
Because I haven't gone overseas since
I
was a child. New Zealand.
Yeah.
Which is half.
You need this.
Yeah. So,
100%.
We'll report back. Do you drink before or after?
100%. Because I feel similar with Europe. I'm like, I need a break.
Yeah. We deserve it.
I need a break.
Yeah. 100%.
I love you.
Thank you so much. It's been an absolute honor. Thank you for having me on.
God.
It's been amazing.
Oh, my hips.